Community to me is one of the key reasons why I was drawn to the Adrian Dominican Sisters and to religious life in general. It is the extraordinary capacity to move from I to we in a way that can really further the common good of people and planet.
Well, for me, community is being aware always that there's a bigger reality that I'm a part of. There's different ways to look at community. We're all part of a community, so part of the sisters overall. So for us, there's about 630 sisters, so I'm part of that community. But we also are part of a local community.
It's really where people come together to support one another and able to help one another live out their vocation. That most fundamental vocation that each one of us is called to is being human. So community living really helps us to become more human.
The best preaching happens in community because we are witnessing to each other and there's a lot of self-disclosure. So the preaching starts with that just unfolding, unwrapping.
The aspect of community has been central to Dominican life from the very beginnings. Over and over again in the history of Dominican life, you see the actions, the efforts that are taken by any individual Dominican are taken on behalf of the whole of us.
One of the struggles in our North American culture is we become very individualistic and we forget how my actions impact the other. And so I think that larger sense of we're in this together, we're the body of Christ together. Everyone belongs. And so that whole understanding of community is part of understanding the common and good.
First, you listen to the word within you, but then how to bridge what you're feeling with what you're hearing from the other. And so then bringing it together. And then you might have a pretty good preaching moment. And that, I think, is what happens a lot of times in communities.
Our communities are a sign of communion for the world. So when we look at, it's important as a way of witnessing unity in a world that is often fractured. It's a way of showing that people who come from very different backgrounds can learn how to form bonds.
I find this kind of communal, collective living and voice to be absolutely energizing and really just an incredible blessing.
Religious life offers an opportunity to live life in a way that is very exciting because no one knows where we're going.
It's kind of like with marriage, it's for better or for worse, but that's a good thing because every life, every journey, every relationship has its ups and downs. And that's how we grow. One way community is a blessing for us is that it rubs off our rough edges. We all have areas of growth, and so sometimes being with others, living with others, you become aware of them, and then it helps you become a better person. And also, without even realizing it, you may be helping someone become a better person.
I think a key piece for any woman who is discerning religious life is to know that you really are stepping into a different voice. You're stepping out of the voice of I and into the voice of we and of one. We act as one. And I think that has profound spiritual implications in terms of joining with others in faith. It's not about giving up who you are or your individuality, but it is about really knowing that you are moving into the collective, into a communal space where you have both the extraordinary gifts and support of others and also the responsibility and accountability to others.